You can't make any of those decisions about staffing, about do I need to expand, do I need more square footage? You can't do any of that without knowing your capacity. They did not have dedicated day 2 times. So what was happening is a patient would come in and they were waiting 2-3 weeks before they had time in the schedule to do a day 2, and nobody was signing up. It was 3 weeks later, right? And so while they knew their adjusting capacity and they knew their day 1 capacity, they didn't really know what their capacity was to do a day 2 and where that could fit. So they were losing so much money because they just hadn't thought through what's the capacity of all the aspects of my office. So we're gonna look a little bit more today on what's my hour capacity, what's my adjusting capacity, but keep in mind, if you have 2 doctors, what are their capacities? What's your staff capacity? So there's more numbers than this, and all those are in your playbook. This is just kind of a starting point. All right, op 2 is patient flow. Number 3 is going to be, do I have systems in place? Do I have standard operating procedures? 4, what's my key man risk? I know a lot of you guys, this is the one that's going to hit home for you. And then 5 is, are my KPIs? First of all, it says KPI visibility. Maybe even a step back, do I have KPIs? And if I do, are they visible? So let's jump into capacity. This basically is the first thing you have to know. A lot of people don't know their capacity, and we get questions all the time. I don't know if all the coaches are still in here, but I'd have them raise their hand on this. But in fact, how many times have you guys as coaches had the conversation, do you think I should hire an associate? Do you think I need a new front desk person? Do you think I'm ready for a case manager? Our question is, what percentage of capacity are you at? They're like, huh? They have no idea. You can't make any of those decisions about staffing, about do I need to expand, do I need more square footage? You can't do any of that without knowing your capacity. And especially when it comes to, great example, I had another one doc I was talking to, they're doing decompression. They're like, I'm not sure, we think we might be ready for another table. And I said, well, what's your capacity on the first table? Well, we're getting busy. I'm like, man, I'm looking at the number line and I can't find I'm getting busy anywhere between 1 and 100. So that doesn't help me. They had no idea what their capacity was on the first table. And when we really did the math, they'd outgrown that, and they couldn't market. They had all these leads coming in and nowhere to put them because they didn't know their capacity ahead of time, and they learned their capacity when they exceeded it.